process of our tattoo machine, and it's actually one of the most important processes or steps in making a tattoo machine. It's called a capacitor. We find them everywhere electronically. In every circuit board that there is on planet Earth, there is capacitors. It regulates voltage, and it basically it's hard to get into, but it stores electrical energy for memory purposes, for spark purposes, shortage purposes, a whole bunch of purposes. Okay, I'm not really going to get into how a capacitor works and all that. Google it, Wikipedia. Anyhow, this is out of an old school PlayStation. Okay, and there's probably 30. These cost about $1.50, $1.25, $1.50 a pop. So I'm going to be showing you how to steal capacitors. People throw away TVs all the time. You know how many capacitors are in a TV? Anything electronic, you're going to find them. And if you're into building machines like I am, that's huge. And in the Sony PlayStation, they use the best that they can do, including silver solder. So I'll be using that too. So they're attached on the PC board by a whole bunch of solder, and then some copper wires that lead to memory banks and processors. I'm not really concerned about the processors, but you see that silver solder right at the tips? That's expensive solder, and I'm going to be using that to build my machines. So I'm going to group it all up, melt it all down, and keep a solder into a ball and just take off from it. Anyhow, let's get to it. Basically, right now I'm just going to take a pair of pliers, and I'm going to pull up back and forth just a little bit. Reason being is because to heat this up on the back, it's too much work, each one. But what it does is there's little tiny metal sleeves, and it goes inside of the grooves. Okay, and these are the sleeves that I'll be resoldering back in. I'll insert these back inside, up in there, nice and intricately, and resolder the joints inside of the capacitor with those sleeves. And then I'll reattach wire. And I will be taking wire as well. So basically I'm just going to take all these off. Nice and easy. Back and forth will get you the sleeves out. Takes a little bit of time, but when you know that these are $1 a pop, it's definitely worth it. You know what I'm saying? $1.50. You know, there's 40 bucks worth sitting on this that someone just threw away. Now, why do that when you can reuse them? You know, there's no point to doing that. Now, if you got time and this is your business, do it. You guys will probably be getting some of these capacitors off of this board from my machines. Capacitors are all the same. These are different manufacturers on this board. There's like 3 different manufacturers. Nichicon is the best after some investigation. Like this one is a Elite. So, you know, a lot goes into these, and I'm taking them. Okay. And when you look at it as on a microscopic level, and you know what you're doing, and you get yourself a soldering gun and some solder and some flux, study a little bit about electronics, or, you know, I never went to school for being an engineer or anything, but that's what they do. They specialize in doing this, and these circuitries and PC boards and stuff like that. I'm just here to take what they've done and make my own robot. Okay, so basically, if I can get the wire at the base, it's even better. I'm gonna see a couple other type capacitors here too that I'll probably be utilizing. I'm gonna rip one of those out real quick. Oops, these ones are fragile. Let me see what it is. So I might be putting different types of capacitors on my machines as well. Problem is with these ones, they're not labeled, but let's see what that is. Let me see if that's silver. Looks like it's pure silver inside. If it is, just hope it doesn't pop in my eyes. I'm not wearing safety glasses. You guys should, especially you youngsters out there, all ambitious and goal oriented. Is that melting? Oh, it sure is. Wait. No. I don't know what the hell that is. Capacitor of some sort. Anyways, a soldering thing in here, and what's cool is I've copped this little from Radio Shack. I got this little thing with a magnifying glass on it, and it's got these little alligator clips. So, for instance, I can tap down. It's like a roach clip. I can position it how I want to do it. Let's say I can hold that there. Okay. I can hold that, and these arms are fully adjustable back and forth. So is the magnifying glass. So I can grab it around and I can look at what I'm doing through the magnifying glass. See? And my soldering iron goes right in here. Oh shit, don't do that. I almost burnt my fucking screen. $2,000 laptop, that wouldn't be good. Anyways, that sits in there for safekeeping, and you have a little sponge that comes with it. So anyways, we have two arms fully adjustable, and the whole thing's got like a whole pivot system to where you can position everything to where you want. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's actually a very convenient item. 20 bucks. Definitely worth it, okay? For if you want to do projects like this, which I do. So obviously, you know, something like this, okay? At the end, you're gonna, these are soldering lugs right here. You're gonna solder soldering lugs onto the end of your wire after you shrink wrapped it. That's what this black coating is. That's to prevent electrical shorts. So you're gonna have the wires coming out of here, and you're gonna solder the soldering lugs, and then that's what goes in your tattoo machine here. When you look deep inside, that is a capacitor, and it goes rear binding post and front binding post, and that's what gives you your electrical current. Okay, one's up here and one's down here, and that's what we're doing today. So basically, that's just a quick synopsis on what I'm doing. Not very exciting, but innovative. It's just a way to save cash, number one. They're ripping us off, and I've realized that I'll just go ahead and do my own thing. Trying to get this out of here. I need to invest into a better soldering iron. That's one thing I'm realizing, is that they make cheap everything, and I obviously got a Japanese or Chinese freaking soldering machine as well now, or gun, and I need to get something better. It's not doing what I want. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. Okay. That's done. Basically, take it apart and put it back together, and that's what you get. If you guys want any more information on that, just let me know.